Welcome to Married to Portuguese. On each episode, my English-Irish husband, Bob, and I discuss and laugh about our life and adventures in the Portuguese culture.
Bom dia.
Bom dia.
This is good practice for me.
For what, honey?
To say bom dia.
You say it all the time.
Like a native.
You do. You do. Speaking of being a native, almost.
Update. I've moved beyond examining the papers and now they're going to make the decision.
Hoo-hoo.
Which I think is a slam dunk, right? It's me.
It's Bob. I mean...
Let me in. Let me in. It's me, your pal Bob.
I know. They'll be opening that door soon, Bob. And they'll be saying to you, Bom dia.
Well, I'm hoping it's a hug.
Oh, you want a hug.
Yes.
Okay. Bob wants a hug.
I want
okay. All right.
Hug from the Portuguese people.
Oh, what a nice little hug.
Yes.
Okay.
We're getting closer. You know, I don't know if they changed pages or the site's down or whatever. It's not as informational as it used to be. Used to say 24 to 27 months. And I'm at, well, I know where to start counting. They start in a different place. Where I start counting, we're beyond 27 months. And I'm not complaining if anybody from that organization is watching.
No, he's not complaining.
I understand how busy it is. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We're edging closer.
But that's not why we're here today.
No. Today, we're going to talk about my favorite travel stuff. And your nose is out of joint already.
Yeah, all right.
Next time, we'll do your favorite travel stuff.
Okay, all right. I know, because this is your podcast. I get it.
Yes, but I'll give you fair time.
Oh.
Fair time.
Thank you. Thank you for that. All right.
If you could just make a lemon coconut cake or something for me. I'm open to bribe. Open to bribery.
Okay. Well, Mr. Lawton, tell us your favorite things.
All right. See, that's already too much of a buildup. It's too much of a buildup. So the quick preface is I have been traveling professionally, well, for work.
For a very long time.
For like 25 years.
Yep.
And if there's a packing method, I've tried it.
Yeah.
If there's a suitcase, I've tried it.
Yep.
So some of the things I'm going to show you here, honestly, they're just practical. They're just practical.
It's literally after all these years of you trying different things, you've come down to these are your must-haves for you.
For me.
That's we want to make it short.
So if you want to travel like Bob does.
Oh my goodness. This is the way to travel.
This is the way to do it. Now, generally speaking, I'm a carry-on guy. But when we go to the islands, I've got all of your extra stuff that I need to pack as well.
He does.
So I check my bag heading over there.
Yeah.
But when I'm traveling around the United States for work, the first thing you got to do is you got to pack your bag. And I've done the rolling your clothes up method, which is called the wrinkling your clothes beyond the extreme method.
You've done, what do you call it, tissue paper?
Oh, yeah, well, that one really works, though.
Yeah,
if you're packing, if you're like kind of folding your suitcase, your suit jacket, and you use tissue paper like between the folds and stuff, it keeps it from.
It is, but it's a little labor intensive, and you've got a lot of tissue paper.
Yeah, but if I'm traveling with a suit, I need to do that.
Yeah.
I really. So there's that. There's a bundling method, which is really cool. The way you kind of layer everything up and then fold arms and legs and stuff over. That's kind of cool. But where I've really landed the last probably 6 or 7 years is with the compression bags.
Yes.
They're
blocks. They're these
the packing blocks. Yeah. So
yeah.
The ones that I'm using currently, I just dropped one on the floor. These are from Bag Smart, and I
use these because when you bought them,
I bought them for you also.
He also bought it for me, and I'm like, well, I already have these packing things, and he's like, no, these are different.
These are neat. So
yeah.
Really, again, so I'm actually traveling and packed already for my next work trip. So I don't have the largest one here, but these are great. You unzip them, and I pile in my unmentionables and my socks and what have you.
Whatever.
And off you go, and you zip them up. But what I really like about these is that they are compression, so you can get them up that big and then zip them down, and they take up less space, which is
Yeah.
great for carry-on.
Correct. It won't change the weight, obviously, because you're just now compressing everything down, but it takes up less space.
No, it's just the opposite. As a matter of fact, you'll find out it gives you more space, so you think you can put more things in it, and your bag just gets heavier.
Yeah.
But this was nice. I got this off of Amazon. I'll put links for any of the things we're talking about today in the description. This was like a multi-pack. They had more colors than I thought were in a box of crayons, and they come with this really cool bag. You can put shoes on one side. You can put wet things on the other side. You can cinch them up, and this works a treat.
Yeah, that one worked well. You like that one better than me because I have my own shoe bags and stuff like that.
I have shoe bags too.
Yeah, and I have a laundry bag too.
I have a laundry bag too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But I like having it all in one.
This is not a competition, Bob.
It's my favorite things. Don't talk them down.
I was going to say I really liked this one.
You keep your cigars in that one.
I don't smoke, so no, there is nothing in here. What I loved about it was I always keep like, especially for my backpack that I carry or any carry-on that I carry, I always like to have like, goodness, if our luggage gets lost and overnight, I want a change of socks and underwear and like just like little important things that you want to make sure that you have on you if your luggage ever, God forbid, gets lost. And this little packet, by the time I condensed it down, it fit beautifully at the very bottom of the backpack. And it did not take up hardly any room. And that I really loved. This was like, I really loved that part.
Yeah. So these are great.
Winner, definitely a winner. I questioned it when he bought it, but it is definitely a winner.
I told you don't question me. Told you.
He does say that. Don't question me.
I do.
Right. Okay.
So now you get your stuff in the bag.
Yeah.
The next thing that I really like are locks. People have said to me over the years, you can't put a lock on a suitcase.
Yes, you can.
But you can. These are TSA approved. I like them. You can get them with 3-digit code or 4-digit code. Out of the box, they all come like 000 or 999. But it's pretty easy to set your own code.
Yep.
And there's a label at the bottom. It says TSA-007. So there's a TSA key that they can use to unlock this.
They can unlock it.
Yeah. My guess is they're never going to unlock it. They're just going to cut it off.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, I think that's. But remember, we came back from Lisbon last month, in September, and the lock was missing off of my bag.
Yes, it was.
And there was no note in the bag that says, "Hey, we went through your stuff."
Yeah, but the lock was completely gone.
But then mysteriously, in my toiletry bag, I have like a little plastic baggie of bicarbonate tablets for indigestion and stuff, and they were like crushed.
Yeah.
Crushed to a powder.
Yeah, so they probably went into your bag thinking, what the heck is this that he has in his bag? And went through your bag.
I mean, if they really wanted to irritate me, they should have just stolen one sock. Right? Irritate,
No, we don't want them to take anything.
We don't,
no,
but crumbling up my...
Well, they wanted to make sure it was what it was and not anything else,
Yeah. I am also a firm believer now in AirTags.
Yes.
And they've got them for Android by whoever would make those. But these are pretty cool devices. I've got like one on a key ring.
Yep.
I've got one in my backpack. You've got one in your backpack.
Backpack as well. Our luggage, inside our luggage.
Yeah, and they're really accurate too. They're really accurate, so you can know where your bag is.
Yeah, it was funny. We were on the plane this last time, and I went, oh my goodness, I wonder if our luggage is still like in the terminal or is it already in the plane? And Bob goes onto his phone and he goes, oh, it's in the plane. It's underneath us. Our bags are here. So it was like, you can tell where our bags are. We traveled with a bunch of really wonderful people, and one of the people that when they left the hotel, they forgot to bring their bag. They forgot to bring it with them. So when they were at the airport, the wife goes, where's your bag? And he's like, oh, it's got to be here, right? So she looks on and she's like, nope, it's back at the hotel. So we were able, to get someone to go back to the hotel to get the luggage for them. But it is that precise. And I think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I mean, look, I had a few years ago, I had an early morning flight to come home, and I was on the hotel shuttle to the airport. It's pitch black. It was like 5 in the morning, and somebody stopped at a terminal before mine and grabbed my bag. I'll never carry a generic black bag again because they're easily mistaken. And I had to jump off the bus and chase these people down in a very busy terminal. And thank goodness I caught up to them. They didn't want to believe that they had my bag, by the way, but they did. But this certainly would have helped me if I had lost them in the crowd.
Correct. You would have known where it was.
That would have been a problem.
Yeah. So definitely, I highly recommend that because that is, and the same thing with these. I love it that it's just, you create your own, number to, it's easier than trying to locate a key. It's easier for any of that stuff. So I love this. And as you can see, mine is pink, Bob is black. So there it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the other thing, now this is nothing sexy about this at all. This is my raincoat / windbreaker. And I really like the North Face ones. They last longer.
Yeah, they do.
When
They're
I
really
buy
good.
a jacket like this, they have to be packable, right? That they fold into their own zipper. So this goes nicely into my backpack, fits in the front pocket. On the airplane, this becomes a bolster.
Yeah, you used it as a pillow.
Or
a pillow. A pillow.
It was a pillow.
A pillow. It was a pillow for your lower back because those seats on the plane sometimes are so uncomfortable.
So fits very nicely right back there.
Yeah, and your back didn't hurt at the end of the trip.
Easy enough. And then, it's a light jacket. It's always, you never know when it's going to rain. So you're covered
very
this
true.
way.
No matter where we go and travel, you never know if it's going to rain or not. But I know when we travel to the Azores, which we travel there the most, and every day it's going to rain somewhere on that island. So, might not be too long, or it might be here and there, and there's always wind. So that jacket is always perfect.
Yeah, it's funny. The one time that week we're on the island, the one time I didn't bring the jacket was the time it rained.
Yeah.
We left Ponta Delgada. It was a beautiful sunny day.
Sunny,
Not
beautiful.
a cloud in the sky.
No wind, nothing, clear.
We headed up to Ribeira Grande.
Forget it.
Wind.
Torrential rain. Oh yeah, it was
And without a jacket.
Without a jacket, but that's okay.
So, never making that mistake again. All right, now the next one's not well. It is one of my favorite things. It is one of my favorite things. Now I prefer tea to coffee, although I do have a latte almost every day.
You do.
And you're staying in a hotel, and they've got Keurig machines, and sometimes you get lucky with an espresso, but usually a Keurig machine here in the United States, there's nothing for tea drinkers. So I just don't want to get involved in whatever's going on with their coffee machines. So I saw this online. I've had this one for like 5 years now.
At least.
And one of my daughters got it for me for Christmas. This is a portable tea kettle. I love this. I really do. So opens up. It's made out of silicone. And the handle detaches here. I won't do that right now. No, I won't do it smoothly or fast enough for you. But this handle comes off, comes onto the sides, heats up about 16 ounces of water pretty quickly.
Very quickly.
If you leave it turned on, there's the switch. It'll keep the water nice and hot for you.
Yeah.
And it's got a little pocket here on the inside so I can keep my tea bags. And to clean it on the road, I carry denture tablets. Gives it a nice fizz, cleans it up quickly enough. I use that same denture tablets for cleaning like my water bottle on the road and things like that. Yeah.
Now, and I've used this when I've been with you, not so much for tea, but I like having hot water. I don't like cold water for whatever reason. Very cold water does not agree with me. I get an upset stomach, so it has to be hot water for me. So it's heating up this hot water and just drinking that. I do love that. I do like it when he does bring that.
So for extra credit, the last thing that I have, that's one of my favorites.
Extra credit, folks. Extra credit.
Is this cool thing. Now, I also have oatmeal as my favorite breakfast.
Oatmeal is your favorite.
It's my favorite breakfast. And you can never get a bowl. So this is a silicone camping bowl. Look at this. So cool. And I carry with the spoon, just like this. So I will heat up water, make my oatmeal eat my oatmeal. And, wash the bowl, and then it folds right up, and it barely takes any space. Now, I don't bring all of these things with me every time because
No.
they add weight.
No,
Sometimes I have to move fast.
Oh, I know. But when you're
Big business, moving fast.
yeah, I know. But when you're traveling overseas and you do have a way, you do like the comforts of home.
Sure.
So it's that type of thing of what you want to bring with you as comforts of home that you want to maintain when you're also traveling. And this is it. These are just examples of what Bob uses. Obviously, for those that aren't big tea drinkers or don't want, what, this isn't for you. But if you are, this is great. He doesn't like using the coffee machine that's in the room and heating up water there. Because as we all know, we don't know how clean it is. Not saying anything about hotels or the care and love that they show their stuff. But we've heard people going, oh yeah, I use, the coffee pot with hot water to wash whatever it is. And
I've
you're
seen enough Dateline episodes.
It's like, no. You don't even want to try that. So, hence the reason why, Bob likes to bring this along. And why we do so when we're traveling. But again, this is all just ideas of things to make your traveling to different parts of the world a little easier.
And more like mine.
And more like Bob's.
Yeah, that's easy
because,
enough.
Yeah.
All right, so next week,
Yes.
we'll go through some of your items.
My items.
Yes.
Go figure.
Go figure.
On your podcast.
I'm going to give you the time.
Wow. Uh-huh.
As long as we start talking about me and end with me, you can have the middle section.
Wow. Okay. All right, folks. You heard it here.
Yep.
Until next time.
Your favorite thing.
What's that?
Your favorite travel thing. Pick it out.
I'm not picking it out right now.
Well, no, for next week. Pick out one thing.
What? No, there'll be more than one.
Okay.
All right. Okay, folks.
Excellent.